I am Ms. Rebekah from the Flint Institute of Arts, and today for our spring break special, we will be creating coffee filter flowers. Let's get started. First, let's talk about the supplies we need. We will need water-based markers, coffee filters, some scissors, a stick to put your flower on. I am using a pencil, but you could use anything, and tape. I'm using washi tape, but you could use any tape that you have on hand. You will also need a way to get your coffee filters wet after they are colored. I'm using a spray bottle, but you could use a dish of water. There are some things that might also help you, like a piece of scrap paper to keep your table clean and a tray to use while you are wetting your coffee filters. Let's get started. The first step is to color your coffee filters. Use your washable markers to add color to those coffee filters. Remember that the paper the coffee filters are made out of is very thin, so use a piece of paper to keep your table clean. You can use as many colors as you would like on your coffee filters. You can color in a pattern, or you can just add color all over your coffee filter. It is up to you. I like to use more than one color on each coffee filter, but you could choose to color the whole coffee filter using just one color. Sometimes I like to add stripes of color. Another idea is to use polka dots of color. I am going to keep coloring my coffee filters. I colored 3 coffee filters for this project today, but you could color as many coffee filters as you would like. Now I'm ready to add water to each coffee filter. I'm going to use this tray to keep my table clean when I spray my coffee filters. I'll place each coffee filter inside and spray it with water. You don't need to use too much water. The more water you use, the longer it will take your coffee filter to dry. I sprayed each of my 3 coffee filters to get the marker wet. After I sprayed them, I folded them up to place them on a piece of paper to dry. You could wear gloves to protect your hands while you are doing this. It could stain your fingers. I carefully placed each coffee filter on a piece of paper to dry. I made sure that they weren't touching each other. Now that the coffee filters are dry, we can create our coffee filter flowers. For this part, I need something for the stem and some kind of tape to tape the coffee filters onto the stem. I also need a pair of scissors to cut the coffee filters into petals. First, I fold the coffee filter in half 3 times. It will look like a slice of pizza. Then I take my scissors and cut around the very edge of the coffee filter. I make sure that I don't cut the folded portions apart. This is similar to what you might do when you cut a paper snowflake. After you have cut your petal shape, you need to cut the very center out of your coffee filter. This is where you will place your pencil through the coffee filter. Fold your coffee filter in half 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Then you take your scissors to cut your petal shape. This time I'm going to cut fringe. Just like before, I only cut on the edge of the coffee filter, and I don't cut the part that is folded.
Then I need to cut a tiny hole out of the middle of the coffee filter. I just cut off the very tip of that pizza slice. This creates the small hole that we will use to put our pencil through.
Now I am ready to add the coffee filters to my pencil stem. I choose the first color I would like, and this will be the color that is in the center of my flower. I crunch it up around the pencil tightly. Then I get a piece of tape and wrap the tape around the end of the coffee filter and also onto the pencil. I carefully turn and twist that tape around the pencil tightly. Then I'm ready to add my next set of petals. I do the same process. I form the coffee filter petals around the pencil, crunch up the bottom just a little bit, then I grab a piece of tape and tape the bottom of the coffee filter to the pencil. And make sure the tape touches both the coffee filter and the pencil. This helps it to stay in place. Now I have one last set of petals to add to the bottom of my flower. I do the same process. You would follow the same process for the number of coffee filters that you would like to add to your flower. The more coffee filters you add, the poofier the flower will be. It's all up to you. Just remember to stick the tape to the coffee filter and also whatever you are using for your stem.
Now I have some fun coffee filter flowers to write with.
Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have enjoyed creating your own coffee filter flowers. Have a great spring break.